What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Hope planning a wedding or headed back to Liam. Hope's heart is compelled to choose between a future with Thomas and a reunion with Liam. Carter's desire to accelerate romance is hinted at on Monday, August 18, 2025, in The Bold and the Beautiful. Carter's greatest aspiration, Carter Walton, is ready to move forward with planning his wedding to Hope now that Hope Logan is aware that Liam Spencer is not going to die. He tells Ridge Forrester that it is time and that he is looking forward to getting married. Given how many times Carter has attempted to wed, that is plausible. Even when he left one woman at the altar for another, he was quickly dumped days later. But Thomas Forrester is with Paris Buckingham now and he can't get her back. As a result, Carter is now all about Hope. Of course, Daphne Rose is still in the way. She wants Carter for herself, but Carter can't see that. He also thinks he was clear about himself. He is a one-woman man, and for Carter, that woman is Hope if he can find her. However, she has been pretty easy to locate these days. Hope won't leave Liam. Hope's life appears to have been transformed by the realization that Liam is not dying. She has all this pep in her step now and realizes how much she has missed Liam since leaving him for Thomas 2 years ago. Even Liam believes that Hope should concentrate on Carter and her wedding planning, but Hope wants to enjoy every moment with Liam. She put everything into perspective because she truly believed she would lose him. Is Liam, the man Hope had been in love with since she was a teen, falling back in love with Hope? We were aware that it was inevitable. Hope needs to re-examine her feelings and decide if she really wants Carter or not. She also has no idea what else is coming because Thomas is heading back to Los Angeles. Everything for Hope could and probably will change as soon as he enters that design office. What a lucky woman to have 3 men who want her maybe. Carter is confronted with questions regarding his future with Liam and Hope. Hope Logan and Liam Spencer, as shown in The Bold and the Beautiful, will be attracted to Carter Walton by a force of attraction as he contemplates his future. His quick recovery makes a lot more sense now that Liam knows he never had a brain tumor and that his procedure was fake. Of course, Liam has genuinely been recovering from a gunshot wound, so Hope may remind him of that and insist he should still take it easy. However, Liam's physical condition is improving at this point. It's the emotional toll that's been tough to deal with, but Liam will be thankful he's had Hope to lean on in the aftermath of Grace Buckingham's. Having said that, Liam will acknowledge that Hope has her own life to return to and has been smitten with him for some time. Although Liam will be sure Hope has a million other things she could be doing, she'll smile and promise there's nowhere else she'd rather be. This whole ordeal has been a reminder of just how strong Hope and Liam's bond is. Should Carter be concerned given that Liam and Hope have a strong, undeniable magnetic pull? Carter trusts Hope and has no reason to doubt her commitment to him, but there may be a reason why BNB's pushing her toward her ex. Is the show gearing up for another Hope and Liam reunion? While Hope keeps her focus on Liam, Carter will face some marriage-related questions at the office. Ridge Forrester will doubt Carter's claims that he is as committed to his future with Hope as he says he is. It's possible Ridge will spot a close moment between Carter and Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. That's the kind of thing that could make Ridge doubt whether Carter's going to be happy with Hope. On the other hand, maybe Ridge just won't think Hope's a good match considering everything that happened with the takeover. Ridge may be concerned that Hope could once more mislead him because he blamed Hope for influencing Carter. In any case, Carter will make it abundantly clear that he wants to marry Hope and will maintain his position regarding their wedding plans. Although Carter will hope for a bright future with Hope by his side, Ridge may suspect bad news is brewing. The Bold and the Beautiful say Carter may have to make some updates to his perspective in the coming episodes, so stay tuned. Hope Logan has always found her heart caught between the realms of stability and passion, torn between the rational thoughts of her mind and the deep-seated feelings of her soul. In August 2025, this internal conflict resurfaces with earth-shattering implications as she stands at a pivotal juncture, drawn towards Carter Walton's desire to secure a lifelong commitment while simultaneously being pulled back into the gravitational pull of Liam Spencer. Liam has held a piece of her heart since their youth, when they were both idealistic dreamers trying to understand the true essence of love. The tension on The Bold and the Beautiful escalates as Carter boldly announces to Ridge Forrester and anyone willing to listen that he is ready to cement his happiness by marrying Hope without delay. Meanwhile, Hope, still reeling from the emotional upheaval of believing she was on the verge of losing Liam forever, comes to the startling realization that she cannot help but embrace every moment spent with him. She relishes his survival, treasures the unexpected second chance they have been granted, and grapples with the question of whether she truly belongs walking down the aisle with Carter or if destiny is guiding her back to her once and forever love. Carter has always aspired to be a devoted husband, eager to demonstrate that he is more than just the perennial groomsman at Forrester weddings or the man who stands strong only to be brought down by betrayal or misfortune. Following Thomas Forrester's shift into a romance with Paris Buckingham, Carter believes he finally has an opportunity for something lasting with Hope. However, Daphne Rose remains on the sidelines with unwavering determination, viewing Carter as her own despite his obliviousness to her fixation. Although he has assured himself that he is committed solely to Hope, the truth is far more complicated, as Hope's determination to move forward with Carter wavers each time Liam smiles at her or expresses gratitude for being his anchor during his recovery. Every time he silently reminds her that their connection has never genuinely weakened, even amidst the gravest betrayals, affairs, and painful separations. Hope's renewed energy since discovering that Liam is not dying underscores her emotional clarity. Although Liam himself urges her to concentrate on Carter, she cannot help but savor Liam's presence, acknowledging how much she longed for the stability of his love during her detour with Thomas 2 years ago. The prospect of Thomas returning to Los Angeles soon threatens to disrupt everything once more, for if history has taught anything on B&B, it is that Thomas's return has consistently been a destabilizing influence in Hope's romantic life, either drawing her back into unhealthy obsessions or reminding her that the only true safe haven she ever had was Liam. Meanwhile, Carter presses on, asserting to Ridge that his commitment to Hope is unwavering, undeterred by Ridge's skepticism regarding Hope's ability to provide Carter with the stability he desires, given her history of emotional turmoil with Liam. Ridge, protective of both Carter and his own legacy, may even view Carter's recent closeness with Daphne Rose as a warning sign that this hastily arranged wedding is bound to fail. Nevertheless, Carter remains resolute, claiming that this time will be different, that this time Hope will choose him, and that he will not be abandoned at the altar or discarded shortly thereafter. In the meantime, Liam wrestles with his own conflicting feelings, grateful to be alive and recuperating from his gunshot wound, disturbed by the deception surrounding his alleged brain tumor, yet also starting to understand that Hope's unwavering support during his darkest moments may signify more than mere old habits of relying on one another. It could be evidence that their connection has never truly faded. In moments of quiet contemplation, Liam finds himself pondering whether he is falling back in love with her anew, and perhaps he never truly ceased to love her in the first place. This leaves Carter's dream of a wedding precariously balanced, susceptible to collapse with just a single exchanged glance between Hope and Liam in the Forrester offices. The tension escalates as Hope spends increasing amounts of time with Liam, asserting to him that there is no other place she would prefer to be, dismissing the wedding checklists and bridal fittings that Carter is so eager to advance. While she reassures herself of her loyalty to Carter, she also confesses to herself in the quiet of the night that she does not wish to part with Liam again, especially not after believing she had lost him forever. This conflict between love and duty lies at the heart of her anguish. Meanwhile, Carter, blissfully ignorant of the enduring magnetic attraction between Hope and Liam, continues to share his plans with anyone who will listen. Ridge, ever the pragmatist, cautions him that Hope's heart may not be his to possess. As Daphne plots from the sidelines, hoping that fractures in Carter and Hope's relationship will render him susceptible to her advances, the narrative thickens with tension, hinting at a potential collapse at the very wedding altar that Carter envisions. The Bold and the Beautiful thrives on the bitter irony of ceremonies that never culminate in "I do," with Thomas returning to Los Angeles, burdened with the weight of obsession and manipulation. Liam, having faced death, rediscovers his love for Hope, while Carter clings desperately to the hope of marriage as a form of validation. The stage is set for heartbreak, betrayal, and the ultimate challenge of Hope's ability to choose a path forward. Will she honor her promise to Carter and become the wife he has longed for, or will she allow her heart to lead her back to Liam, reliving a cycle of passion and pain that has characterized their relationship for decades, potentially breaking Carter once more in the process?